guys. So today I'm gonna work on my Aprilia Area 51. This is a project I got not so long ago, but it doesn't start, so I need to diagnose the problem. How to start a scooter that hasn't been started for a while. As you can see, there's rust everywhere, surface rust, but rust nonetheless. We'll just have to see what the problem is and why it won't start. Yeah, so the first thing that you gotta do when testing out a scooter that has been sitting for a while, if you are planning to buy a scooter that has been sitting for a while, just remember that the scooter didn't start for a reason. And in my experience, the reason that scooters or other types of vehicles sit a lot is because someone tried to do something with it but lost interest or just didn't know how to do it properly. So keep that in mind, that sometimes you may have to undo what somebody did, and that could cost you a lot of money or time. The key things that you need to find out when looking at a scooter that has been sitting for a while is, the first thing is spark, fuel. It's a compression good, because you can have spark and fuel, but the piston is completely worn out and the scooter won't start. So I'm going to show you how you can test out the spark area. First thing that you got to do is remove the spark plug. This is the spark plug, so just remove it from the head and put it onto the lead right here. Next you have to look for is when you kick the scooter or press the starter, there should be a spark. Like daw pa? Dada. In case your scooter does not get spark, just follow the wires from the stator that is here. This is very easy with 2-stroke engines. Just follow the wires going from your stator, that is this bundle right here, and check if every component is everything is in place. So you should see a stator. The pulsar is right here. This is the coil that goes to your spark plug, and this is the black box that regulates the spark, and also in the back, that is the rectifier. The spark is there. Look if the carburetor is getting oil. This is the oil line, and I just checked it by just removing this line, and as you can see, there is oil coming to the carburetor. For those of you who have a scooter like mine with a downward facing fuel tank outlet, this fuel tank does not work with gravity, but it works, as you can see, there is an outlet, and the line goes there, as you can see right there, and comes up to the vacuum pump. This side where you will see this, there is the inlet. This is the vacuum line that goes to your crank right there. So the vacuum comes from your crankcase pressure, and this is created when the piston goes into motion. So the line up for your fuel tank is here. This is the vacuum line. This is the line that pushes the fuel up, as you can see, and it goes into a T right here, back into the pump if there is excess fuel, and the other side goes to the carburetor. I had to figure it all out because the person before me that had the bike didn't do it correctly, and the fuel didn't go to the carburetor. So as I said before, you sometimes need to undo what somebody else did wrong. I'm going to have to remove the cylinder head completely and also the manifold and clean everything and put it back just to see what the compression is. And I already removed the kick pan, and everything is okay there. So next thing that I'm going to do is just remove this cylinder head. It has 4 bolts like this, 4 bolts like this, and also the underside has 2 bolts, and these bolts are to remove the pipe. Also, you'll have to remove this bracket bolt right here, and everything should just come off. Yeah, so I already removed the cylinder head. It is one of the most it's one of the dirtiest heads I've ever seen. On the inside is rusted out. Also on the exhaust side is also very rusty. Piston is really rusty also. I don't know what else to say, but it's all very crusty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna clean it all up and put it back together if I can find the clip. I think I lost one of the clips. I'm gonna remove the manifold also, but the bolts are literally rusted stuck. So as you can see, I've been trying to loosen it by hitting it with a hammer and wood, and a flathead screwdriver, but that it just won't budge. So I'm just gonna leave it for now and see what I can do with this and clean it up and try to put everything back. As you can see right here, all the small, yeah, all the small dimples or things you see right here, and the big one right here, those are an indication that the previous piston, because this thing, I think this has been replaced at one time. The ring, this thing right here, the ring broke off in the whole combustion process, and a piece of it hit the head, the cylinder head right here, and also here, and also here. So that's a good indication that this cylinder, that this piston is not the original one. So I cleaned it up as much as I could, and I'm gonna put it on the bike right now and see if it'll start. As you can see, I cleaned up the cylinder head and painted it, give it a little paint job, also cleaned the piston and put everything back together. I found out that the gasket was leaking on the outside, so I need to buy a new one and see if the scooter will start.